Everybody. Today we are going to talk about free time and hobbies. So I will tell you about how people of different ages spend their free time and how it differs in various countries. So then we will talk about your pastime and hobbies. We will have a little discussion. But at first, I will ask you to learn some words from the text which I'll be reading you. So I will be giving you information, and you have to know some words which can be unknown for you, and maybe some new words. So now I will send you these words, and you will look at them. Okay, so now I will send you it in chat. Okay. Here are some words. You may see them in your chat.
Анна, я не слышу. Можете погромче?
Okay, you can. So I have sent you some new words from the text, which I'll be reading you. So I will.
I see. Compulsory.
Yes.
Activities.
So the first word, like the phrase, is the compulsory activities, обязательная деятельность, household duties, домашняя деятельность, mechanized industry, автоматизированная промышленность, pastime, да, времяпрепровождение.
Ой, Анна, я извиняюсь, что я тут вот подключился чуть-чуть, действительно, а можно как-то поближе или чуть погромче там как-то микрофон сделать?
Слышно совсем?
Да, ну просто тихо так получается. Не знаю, Евгений, у вас тихо?
Я нормально слышу.
Нормально, да? Угу.
Да.
Так, сейчас, так, если так.
Ну да, немножко тихо, но как-то надо что-то с микрофоном, наверное, там сделать, чтобы...
Просто я сейчас, к сожалению, на своем компьютере получилось. Из-за ситуации в стране мне пришлось остаться дома, и я...
Окей, давайте тогда по словам дальше. Ну, в принципе, слышно нормально.
Ну, да, хорошо.
Окей, идем.
Okay, so next word is passive ways of recreation. Да, это пассивные виды отдыха, развлечения, surfing the internet, бороздить интернет, лазить по интернету, clear сверстники, bullfighting, бой быков, French anthem, французский шансон. So these words can be unknown for you, and I gave you all these phrases, so it will be easier for you to answer the further questions. I will be telling you, I will be giving you some information about leisure time, and so you will have to learn it, listen to it, and then we will discuss what we have to
Okay.
Okay, so leisure time is spent in non-compulsory activities. Because leisure time is free from compulsory activities such as work, study, household duties, eating and sleeping, it is often referred to as free time. The ideas of leisure and leisure time emerged in the late 19th century with the rise of mechanized industry, when the increase in productivity of labor resulted in the fact that workers had time to spend on themselves. They started doing sports and visiting theaters. Since then, the idea of leisure time and relaxation has been popular with all the age groups and social classes.
But
Young, rich, and poor have been using their free time for rest and entertainment. The ways people spend their leisure time normally differ according to the age group. So middle-aged and...
Anna, excuse me, I will interrupt you. Could you send me us the documents that you are reading, because...
Okay, yes, so to make it easier for you, of course.
Yeah, because it's... okay.
Listen to it at first and then...
Давайте вот через Google Drive, если не сложно.
Да, Google Drive нажимаете.
Okay.
Потом загрузка, да? Ну, там upload, да? Потом выбрать файл там, на компьютере. Да, выбираете файл у себя на компьютере и нажимаете загрузить. Либо можно было расширить экран.
Что-то она не грузится. Загрузка. Я добавила, но...
Ну, если там есть желание, то можем, в принципе, с экрана читать.
А меня вообще видно или нет?
Нет, вот камеру, если нажать сверху, то будет видно. Посмотрим.
Немножко растеряна. Так, сейчас.
Угу.
Камера еще немного.
Окей.
Okay, so now you can see me, yes?
Угу.
So you can see the text and it will be easier so to follow the information I'm telling you. Okay, so where we have stopped. So, sometimes spending of the leisure time differ according to the age group, yes, so middle-aged and old people.
Ой, я секундочку одну. К сожалению, я текста не вижу, потому что там разрешение не дает. Если можно, просто тогда вот есть зеленая, вторая сверху, показать экран кнопкой. Вот таким образом сделать.
А почему не видно?
С белой стрелочкой.
Да, вот давайте на зеленую перейдем потом, как бы, чтобы не разбираться.
Хорошо. А тут нужно еще какой-то определенный доступ?
Нет, вот показать данные просто во весь экран, и все.
Now you can see it?
Да.
Okay, so middle-aged and old people normally prefer more passive kind of rest, like watching TV or going to the theater, or sometimes gardening. And younger people enjoy more active pastimes, like doing extreme sports, visiting nightclubs, discos, or traveling. So, however, the idea of active leisure, like doing sports, traveling, is gaining popularity with the older people. So, the basic leisure time activities of the young are traveling, doing sports, including extreme sports, visiting discos, nightclubs, or more passive ways of recreation, like listening to music or watching TV and videos.
Окей, давайте, Анна, может быть, смотрите, мы с Евгением по очереди попробуем, чтобы мы как бы потренировали.
I will ask you some questions and you will answer it, and then we will have kind of discussion. So I just wanted to make like an introduction of my topic, so to tell a bit about it. Okay, so according to what you have heard, so in using the text I have sent you, you can just like try to answer some questions according to the information you have heard. So the first question: when actually leisure time? When did leisure time, this like idea of leisure time emerge? When did it emerge? Can you answer the question? When did the idea of leisure time emerge?
Yeah, the idea emerged in the late 19th century.
What's the main reason?
With mechanized industry, right?
Yes, so the main reason was connected with the rise of mechanized industry. Yes, you are right. Okay, so Mikhail, now the question for you.
Если можно, Евгений, пускай пока у меня тут параллельно звоночек, если не сложно, чтобы он как бы сейчас я тут отвечу. Не звонок, а текст мне пишет. Евгений, переходи, пожалуйста, очередь.
Да, Михаил немножко там занят. Да.
Okay, so you're busy right now. So Evgeny, so you will be again like to answer the question. So what can you tell me? How do young people spend their free time? So what are their basic leisure time activities?
The leisure time activity, they spend leisure time relaxing in different, for example, in clubs, having time in pools, and have some entertainments.
Yeah. So what are the active ways to spend their time?
Ways to what? To spend.
What are the active ways to spend leisure time for young people? Like the active ways, yes?
Yeah, the active, they, for example, extreme sports. They go into clubs, nightclubs. Then they can, for example, go somewhere sports, to swimming pool or jogging, or I know. What else? Traveling, maybe some to other cities, something like this.
Okay, so and what about you? How do you actually spend your time? So your ways of spending your leisure more active or passive? How?
It depends. Mostly passive. Because, for example, reading books or reading magazines, but sometimes also going to the gym, which is uh, active way of spending leisure time. Sometimes full, but not so often. And yeah, this is how I do this.
So you spend your time, you may say that you spend your time in rather different ways, and it is
Yeah, yeah.
you try to like vary your ways of spending time and make it more interesting for you every time. Yes. So,
Yeah.
but in general, how do you think? Do you have enough free time, like in your daily life?
Did you understand you correctly that you asked me if I have free time?
Yes, enough free time in general. Enough free time.
Yeah, I have enough for free time, but I'm trying to spend it with how to say this. I don't know how to say this. Проводить время с пользой.
You would say with benefit, or yes, like with benefit, to spend your time with benefit, or just
Spend time with benefits, right? Trying to spend time with benefits and read some books or magazines or some articles or news in the internet. Yeah, most of them is passive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and Mikhail, the question is for you. So, how do you usually spend your free time? How do you usually spend your free time?
I go to the museum and art galleries.
Every time when you have free
Yes,
time, you go to
yes,
the museum,
yes.
but maybe you have another ways to spend your time. What else?
I don't have much of free time. Или как правильно сказать, много. Много свободного времени.
У меня немного, да? You may say I don't have enough free time, да, недостаточно.
Enough.
Enough. But Anya, could you write it here?
Yes,
how to spell this word enough, because it's a bit.
So now I will write this word.
Enough. Okay, good. Thank you.
So okay, let us move further with our discussion. Okay, so as you know, the spending of free time can vary according to the country. Yes, so as they sometimes depend on national traditions. For example, in the USA, young people normally like different types of popular culture which originated in their country, like blues, different kinds of rock, country music, hip-hop and music, and pop art and fine arts. The sports are usually like baseball, auto racing, basketball, and like other recreational sports as surfboarding, skateboarding, and snowboarding. As American youngsters are fond of eating out and eat a lot of junk food like hamburgers and cheeseburgers and drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi. British youngsters are really fond of watching football matches and sorts of races such as horse racing, boat racing, and even dog racing, as well as playing football, rugby, and golf and taking part in races. And they are really fond of pets and often spend some time in the evening taking their dog for a walk. And going out for the evening, they still prefer pubs to restaurants, bars, and cafes. In music, the tastes are nearly the same as those of the American peers. In Germany, young people prefer drinking beer when meeting their friends and spending much time doing various sports. In Spain, many youngsters, as well as older people, are fond of watching bullfighting. So in France, they like listening to French chansons. Yeah, so now, as I have told you some information, what can you tell me about the different ways of how people spend their free time in different countries? So what can you tell me about the Americans, about the American youngsters? So how do they spend their free time?
Yeah. What they are doing, right?
Yeah, so what do they usually do? So how do they spend their free time?
Yeah, they spend their time mostly playing sports, right? What else they're doing? I think that they as well as our young people, they are also going to the clubs and going to the restaurants. Actually, it's better for me to read first and then because when you read, I understand this, but it's better to read by myself this article.
Okay, but can you see it on the screen?
Yeah, I see it on the screen. But not now, but I saw it, right?
Huh?
No, yeah, right now now I see it. It's okay, but now.
See it, okay, so you may use it. Okay, so do you think people, like in your country, do they spend their free time the same way, or maybe there are some differences in spending their free time?
I think that we have less. I think that we have less. They have more. They have more free time, and we have less free time than they have, and they have more possibilities to have. I don't know how to say this. I don't know. Ну, как сказать, у них есть больше развлечений. They have more
entertainments, you mean?
Yeah, they have more entertainments maybe in their cities than we have. I think so.
Why do you think? What is the main reason of this? Like different.
The main reason of this because the entertainment industry in the United States is more developed than in Ukraine.
It is more developed. Yes, maybe they have more like money and more, as you have already said, more.
This is one of the issues that they have more money to and they spend more on entertainment.
Okay. So Mikhail, and the question is for you. So what about Great Britain? So how do British youngsters spend their free time?
Так, British. Watching football, the British youngers watching football much, and
they are fond of увлекаться.
Еще раз, как правильно?
To be fond of, да, вы можете говорить просто British youngsters, yes, are fond of, да, to be fond of, да, фраза, которая означает увлекаться, да, то есть увлекаться чем-либо.
Окей, так, а можно вернуть еще вот это окно? Потому что у меня как-то тут странно отображает именно.
Так,
на файлик.
Видно текст или нет?
Сейчас почему-то нет.
Так, сейчас... А сейчас?
Так, сейчас камера. И надо ее переключить теперь на текст, наверное.
Ага. Вот так, да? So now you can look in the text and find the answer. So about
Okay.
British people, British young people.
The British youngsters found off horse racing and boat racing and played football.
Are people in our country fond of such things? Not in our, like in your country. So you are from Ukraine, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Are Ukrainians fond of such ways of spending their time, so such like sport activity?
А еще раз, как правильно вот вопрос этот перевести, что
Увлекаются ли украинцы такими развлечениями, то есть таким времяпрепровождением, такими видами, да, активности?
Yes, the Ukrainian youngsters play football and watching football too.
That's all they do, yes. So. Okay. So yes, they don't take any part in in any races. Yes, so such kind of sports are not popular in our country. Okay, but what about pets? So do Ukrainian people fond of taking their pets outside for a walk, and is it a kind of spending their free time for them, like as a kind of entertainment for Ukrainians to take their pets for a walk?
Yeah, they're taking their pets for a walk, but I think that if you love your dog, that's entertaining. But if it's just the dog of your grandma and you have to take it outside, then it's not an entertainment.
It's not entertainment, yes, it's like a necessity, yes, so something that you like, the household activity, yes, so household duty maybe. Okay, so let us move further. There are some questions to both of you. Can you describe me maybe more precisely, maybe how do you like to spend your free time? So when you have free time, where do you usually go? So maybe how do you hang out? Yes, hang out, как развлекаться, да? Ходить гулять.
Еще раз, как правильно пишется это по буквам?
Hang out, so now I will write it. Okay.
Это, наверное, нужно отжать Google Drive. Отжать его, да. И...
Hang out, да, развлекаться, ходить гулять, то есть, веселиться можно так. So, where do you usually go and how do you hang out? Yes. Whom do you usually hang out with?
Is it possible to say that I hang out with my friends? Yeah.
Yes.
But can I use this word also when I'm talking about my girlfriend? The same way, right?
Yes, you may say so that you are hanging out with your girlfriend.
Oh, okay. So
it's practically the same when you say that you spend your time with her. Yes, you spend your time, you hang out. Как веселиться.
Okay. Could you use your Google Drive again, because I don't see the questions.
I will be asking you the questions and.
Okay.
So this text isn't necessary for us, so we don't need it right now. So I will just ask you the question one by one. And what about you, Mikhail? So how do you usually hang out? And where do you usually go, except for museums, maybe some other places, funnier places?
I go to To the club. Nightclub.
Nightclub, yes. Okay, and how often do you go there? How often?
Not often, not often.
You may just say like once.
Once a month. Once a month.
So, whom do you go there with? Like, whom do you go there with? With your friends or?
I go with my friends.
Usually go. And so, what can you like describe me some good places to hang out in your city? Some good place to hang out.
А можно на текст перейти? Да там вот я смотрю, на текст, может быть, перейти нам, чтобы
сейчас нам не нужен текст, потому что я просто задаю вопросы не по тексту.
Я понял.
Ну,
так, еще раз тогда. Да, ну так меня.
So, can you tell me about some good places to hang out with your friends? So where do you, maybe not only nightclubs, but some, or just name like them.
Женя, это ты.
Like name some, describe me these places. So, name these places where do you usually hang out.
Делюсь, Миш, где ты был? Where have you been the last time?
Some good places. So you can tell me about some good places to hang out. Maybe I will come to your city and want to. Like,
when you will come to Kyiv, there are a lot of places you can hang out in. Like the one which is the most famous is Deluxe, but it's like not cheap. We have also Cerebro. It's also a good club. What else we have? Vodka bar.
And we have good museums.
And we have good museums, right?
Okay, and what about cinemas? Do you like going to the cinemas or theaters? These places.
Yeah. I like cinemas, but it depends on the movie. If the movie is okay, then it's okay. If not, then I'm not going there.
And what kind of movies do you like watching?
I like comedies. I like thrillers. And maybe historical movies, but I don't like dramas.
Dramas. And what about you, Mikhail? What kind of films do you like watching?
I like art house films.
Art house.
If you know this, what does it?
No, I actually don't know. Can you maybe explain me a bit, maybe in few words? What?
Это тяжеловато. Сейчас сделать, объяснить. Ну, не знаю даже, как это на английском будет.
Maybe something what Evgeny has told us, like if you choose among comedies, thrillers, maybe other detective stories, detective films. So if you choose among these kind of films, what do you prefer? Like, what are your favorite?
I prefer drama. Dramatic films.
Drama.
Dramatic films. Drama.
Dramas. Okay. And what was the last film which you have seen in the cinema? What was the last film?
The last movie that I've seen?
Yes.
The last movie, it was something about war. The last film of Bondarchuk. I don't remember the Leningrad, something like this.
Stalingrad.
Stalingrad, yeah, Stalingrad. Yeah, that was the last movie I've seen. Huh?
Did you like it?
No, I didn't like it because before the movie I've read an article about it, and it was saying that initially it was a movie consisting of 5 parts, which was and each of this part was a 30 minutes movie, and then he had to make a compilation of these videos, and I felt this. I felt that it's not single movie. It was like a compilation of 5 of them.
Part, yes. So
Yeah, and there are some scenes in the movies that were horrifying for me. When, for example, they had to take some, I don't remember, some territory, our Russian troops, like USSR troops, and they were burning, all of them, like hundreds of people were burning, you know, just because their commander, how to say it in English?
Commander.
You may say the leader. The leader.
Yeah, the leader, or the general. He told it was actually the mistake of the general, and that's why like hundreds of them were screaming something like "period," and they were running in flames. You know, it was for me. It was really stupid. Like.
So in whole, you may say that you didn't actually like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I like the movie in general, but some scenes were just awful, and definitely such things didn't happen in real life because it was a really stupid mistake of the general.
Well, unfortunately, nowadays films are not so good as they were like.
Yeah.
Later, like earlier, yes. So nowadays, our films which made, they are not so good, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Mikhail? So what can you tell me about the last film you have seen? Last movie?
I see.
You may say I saw.
I see film 8.5 Federico Fellini.
Is this a new film or an old one?
What?
Is this a new film or an old film?
No, it's an old film. It's 70s, 70 years, 1970s.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your answers. Let us move further. So, tell me, what are you going to do this weekend? How do you?
What?
How are you going to spend your time this weekend?
I think that friends somewhere in sauna, right?
No, bathhouse. No, you may say also. You may.
Oh, bathhouse, right? Or sauna. Yeah, and yeah, maybe we'll meet my girlfriend. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I will go also to the Krishatick Street to see what's going on there, and
it is not so dangerous right now there as it was before. Yes, it is not so dangerous right now.
No, right now it's not dangerous, yeah, but still very interesting to see what's going on there.
Yes, okay, and maybe what about some passive forms of spending your time?
Yeah, of course. I will, as always, I will read some news on the internet. I will read some articles, something that I need for my job.
For a job. So you may also use the expression like "serve the internet." That is right.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about you, Mikhail? So what are you going to do this weekend? What are you going to do? Where are you going, maybe, to go, and how are you going to spend your free time?
Mikhail, you have your...
I have...
We cannot hear you.
Mikhail, can you answer the question? So, how are you going to spend your free time this weekend? How are you going to spend? So, what are you going to do these weekends?
Okay, he disappeared. Okay. Anyway, we can some reason. Maybe he has some problems with internet connection.
But I can see Mikhail, but I can't hear him.
Yeah, I also see
I
him.
can't see him talking. Now I can't hear. I can't see him. So
Yeah, maybe it's something else with internet. Okay. Then he will join us again maybe.
okay, yes. So next question. So what do you really hate having to do in your free time?
What I hate to do during. I didn't get what I hate to do.
Yes. What do you really hate to do in your free time?
What I hate.
Я даже вернулся к вам.
Okay. I don't know what I hate. When I have free time, I do the thing. Actually, I hate when I have to do something when I have free time. But when I have free time, I just do the things that I like. That's it.
Maybe not just maybe in your free time, but in general. So
what I hate.
Maybe when you have your weekends, yes. So when you are not at work, so they are your weekends, and you have to do maybe some household duties which you really hate doing.
Yeah, I hate to do something about the. I hate no. I hate, but I don't like wash the dishes, right?
Yes.
What I hate, and go to the shop to buy something.
Shopping, you may say.
Yeah.
Shopping, that's
go shopping, right?
So you hate.
Yeah.
Shopping, okay. And what
it's not that I hate, but I just don't like it.
You just don't like. Maybe it makes you bored. Yes. Maybe.
Yeah, it's boring.
It is boring for you. Okay, and what about you, Mikhail? So what you really hate doing in your free time? When you have free time and you have to do some things you don't like doing and you really hate doing, but you have to do them.
I don't like the cook.
So you don't like cooking, you may say, yes?
Cooking. And cook, that's all.
That's all. How often do you need to cook? How often? Necessary for you to cook?
Once a year.
Maybe on some special little occasion, yes? Maybe on some holiday.
Yes.
To cook something for your guests and or for your family. Okay. So, do you ever feel that you waste your free time?
Yeah, it happens every day.
It happens every day?
Yeah.
So why, how do you waste your free time?
No, it's doing some little stuff, some little things that are not relevant. For example, when you scrolling your Facebook page, use every time, or some other social network.
Yes, every time.
Yeah, this is the wasting of time.
Okay, and what about you, Mikhail?
Я хотел попросить, а как правильно написать вот это waiting слово можно или как правильно?
Waste, да,
wait, да. Как правильно пишется?
Пустую тратить время, да, то есть пустую тратить время. Так.
Если можно в чате там.
You may waste your time, you may waste your money, да, то есть это глагол, да, словами получается, тратить свой день, тратить свое время.
Okay.
Really waste your
It's
time.
I waste time in social networks. Actually, yeah. It's like you can.
So you're also surfing the internet, and that is why, like, this way you really waste your time, yes? While you're
Yes, yes.
surfing the internet.
Mhm.
And so you are like have some accounts, some pages on some social, yes, some social websites, like Facebook or Contact, maybe some other. Okay. Um, what about your hobbies? Okay, do you have some hobbies? Any
Yeah.
Hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Okay.
read the books.
Okay, so unfortunately, our time is running out. So thank you
Yeah.
for your attention. So it
Thank
was
you,
nice
Anna.
to meet you, and it was nice to
Yeah.
talk to you and have this conversation and discussion.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Anna. Yeah.
Okay.
See you next time.
Yes, see
Yeah.
you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.